Today I'm going to show you the easiest and quite frankly the quickest way that you can create some pretty complex SVG or vector images like this one. Now up until this point, the main app that I've been using for my SVG images to create or edit them has been Inkscape, and it's great. But realistically speaking, creating some pretty complex images or even just starting to create any SVGs can take quite some time. So that is where Kittl comes in. Now Kittl I've been using for quite a while to do my regular full color images or some pretty complex full color designs. But they've also always had a vector image generator, which I never really took advantage of. But now they just came up with a brand new update that has completely changed their SVG generator, and it's just made it so much better. Let's go ahead and check it out really fast. So here I'm on the Kittl website, and I'm simply going to go ahead and create a new project. I already have everything signed up. By the way, if you do want to follow along and you want to sign up, you can get started for free. But there are going to be a few different things that I use throughout this video that require the premium membership, in which case you can use my code NEKOPRINTSYT to be able to get 25% off your entire subscription from Kittl. Whether it be a monthly or yearly subscription, 25% off is a pretty good savings. So make sure to use that along with the link down in the description below. Now, of course, that is an affiliate link, so if you click on it and you do subscribe, I am going to get a small kickback from that. So once we go ahead and start a new project, this is what we're going to be prompted with. Now, as far as the DPI, whether it's a PNG or an SVG that I'm doing, I always keep it at a minimum of 300, and I do not recommend you go anything lower than that. Now, as far as the unit, you can leave it at pixels, but I like inches just because it's easier for me to visualize on a shirt and how big the image is actually going to be. So for this, I usually go 15 or 20, so 20 by 20 or 15 by 15 inches. Now we can go ahead and create. And this is our workspace. So from here, the one thing that I like to do right off the bat is click on the artboard and then change the opacity down to 0. So that way there's no background from the artboard itself. Now to get started creating our SVG image, all we have to do is check out over here on the left hand side, go ahead and click on this little panel to the Kittl AI, and then click on image generator. From here, we can just go ahead and ask it to do something. I'm going to give it something pretty simple, but at the same time pretty complex. So it's a simple prompt, but it's going to come up with a pretty complex design. Now let's go ahead and do an Oni samurai walking through a field of cherry blossoms. Now we need to choose our artwork style. So checking out the different styles, we have the image styles, clip art styles, vector styles, and pattern styles. The main difference between these is that the image styles and the clip art styles, the image style is going to be a full-on square or a rectangle or whatever dimensions that you specify. And that's what it's going to be. It's going to be a block image. Whereas a clip art style, you're only going to have the image itself. So it's not really going to have a background. And this is better suited for things like t-shirt designs, stickers, and stuff like that. Then we have the vector style, which of course is going to be SVG images. And then we have the pattern styles, which just comes up with different patterns. Now within all of these different styles, there's also a few different type of design styles. So in the image styles, we have things like digital art, photography, and anime. It's one of my favorites. Then under clip art styles, we have a watercolor style, a t-shirt graphic style, a detailed drawing style, a cartoon, and a few others like a mascot and kawaii. Then for vector styles, we have the vector art, vintage drawing, coloring book, line art, silhouette, and a few others. Now, the ones that I typically use when it comes to the vector styles is going to be either the vector art or the vintage drawing. The vintage drawing I typically find to be a bit more detailed, so it does have a lot more extra nodes. So it's going to be a lot heavier on your computer. But luckily, we don't have to worry about that anymore because now we can edit everything directly in Kittl. So that way we don't have to export the file and then import it to something like Inkscape or Adobe Illustrator and then edit it from there. So let's go ahead and get started with the vector art. And again, our prompt is going to be an Oni samurai walking through a field of cherry blossoms. So let's go ahead and generate the image. All right, so this is what I came up with, and let's be real, this is pretty freaking good. Can you imagine having to do this by hand? Oh man, this would take forever. But check it out. You see all that blue stuff? That's actually the nodes. That's all stuff that we can edit ourselves. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you. This I think looks absolutely fantastic the way that it is. I really probably wouldn't change anything, but we can if we want to. So let's go ahead and zoom in a little bit. Now the way that I'm zooming in this way, I'm just holding down Control and using my scroll wheel going up and down. But you can also use down here the little percentage up and down. So obviously this is going to be something that's super detailed, and if we want to use something like heat transfer vinyl or vinyl with this, then there is going to be a lot that we need to do. There's going to be a ton of weeding. So let's say if we do want to get rid of some of this detail and just make it a little bit simpler, we can simply just zoom in, double click on the image, and then we're going to see all of our nodes start to pop up. Now from here, all we have to do is really just go ahead and click, select everything that we want, and then delete. And then that's gone. So that's a little bit of extra detail that we can get rid of. So that way that's less work that our cutter is going to do. Now we can go ahead and do that for anything that we see here. So we can go ahead and do that for all of these little extras down here. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and leave it at that for now. I just wanted to show you that you can, in fact, actually start to delete a few things from here. Now, if we do, let's say, want to move around some of these different leaves, then that's something that's also very easy to do. We can simply just go ahead and zoom in, double click to reveal the nodes, and then select what we want. Let's say this leaf right here. Then we can just simply click into one of the nodes we have highlighted, and we can move it around freely, as you can see there. So that's how you can move a few things around. And then also, we can go ahead and edit anything within our SVG. So let's say maybe if we want to edit a little bit of text, we can go ahead and make this a little bit smaller, put this up here. Then we can go ahead and add some text through here, add a headline, add a little bit of text here. Accidentally delete the other one. Make this a little bit bigger. Looks good. Let's give it a better text though, a better font, because that other one's, that Roboto does not work. All right, so I just looked up Japanese and I actually like some of these that they have over here. So let's check that one. I like that one. All right, so that looks pretty cool. All right, so we have our text here. Let's go ahead and zoom in a little bit, and let's just see if we can make it part of our design. I'm just gonna try to, I guess, encapsulate it. So let's make the design itself a little bit bigger than the text. Okay, now let's double click and let's select the bottom three. Let's go ahead and just bring it down like this. All right. Now let's change the text over here. Let's make it white. All right, and now I'm gonna go ahead and select this, hold shift and select my design in the back. And then over here where it says shape builder, I'm gonna click on subtract. So now the text became negative space of my design. So as you can see, if we double click now, we can go ahead and see our text down here. It's part of our SVG, except it's subtracted from the image. Now, if we want, we can go ahead and just tweak it a little bit. Let's say I want to make this a little bit bigger. We can double click right here in the middle and create another node so we can give it another point up here. I'm just doing something super simple so that way you can see how easy it is to edit, but you can get as complex or as detailed as you want with these things. So yeah, I mean, there you have it. There we have our Chaos in Bloom design. I actually kind of dig it. I like that Oni. I think it looks really nice. I mean, he doesn't look very nice. He looks kind of mean, right? But overall, the design itself came out pretty cool. Now, if you want, once you click back on Kittl AI, if you do want to make, like, let's say a full color version of this, you're going to have a few different things in that style. So here you can see a few of the different images that Kittl's recommending you that you can use. But if you do want to include a few other things, like, let's say, I don't know, a few cherry blossoms on the side, or maybe, I don't know, some scrolls, or just whatever you can think of, you can go ahead and generate a few extras and then just add them to the image itself. So there you have it. That's the easiest and the quickest way that you can come up with pretty complex SVG or vector images. Remember, if you want to check out Kittl, you can use my code NEKOPRINTSYT along with the link down in the description below to get 25% off of your subscription. Huge thank you to everyone for watching, especially if you made it all the way to the end. If you want more content like this, or if you have anything in mind that you want me to cover, just go ahead and drop it down in the comments below. I would love to hear your thoughts. If you did like this video, make sure you subscribe, make sure you like. With that, my name is Mario with NEKOPRINTS, and I'll catch you all next time. Peace.